because and we can, keep it going to our strengths and weaknesses on this, but
facts.
To me, what the biggest weakness of this team that scares the crap out of me is depth. Every one of these, when you look at this team on Madden, this is one of the best teams you can see. You look at the names at the front: DJ Moore, Braxton Jones, Tevin Jenkins, Cody Whitehair, Nate Davis, Darnell Wright, Cole Kmet, Darnell Mooney, Justin Fields, Khalil Herbert, Kari Game at the fullback, Chase Claypool, right? All snap. We got an offense that's going to be humming. Because in Madden, guess what? You lose a guy and you got another guy right there in franchise mode that you probably didn't built up and he can go back in. We don't have that right now. And so if we lose one body on this offensive line, I'm now terrified because we're back to where we started last season. We lose Nate Davis. We got Ja'Tari Carter and or Lucas Patrick.
Hey. Listen, if Tevin goes out, Alex Leatherwood has it under wraps.
Terrifying. I don't even know if he could play. You know what I mean? Like
Larry Borum is Larry Borum.
He was what was he, the 10th overall pick? I don't even know if he can play. Like I've seen him out there. He looks okay when he's out there, but it's one of those things that the depth of this team to me is the biggest weakness because all of the frontline names are great. Even on the defensive side, right? DeMarcus Walker, Justin Jones, Andrew Billings, Yannick Ngakoue. I think defensive line now has a little bit more depth, but all your depth is really up the middle. You lose DeMarcus Walker, you're quickly at Dominique Robinson. And I think that's why a guy like Travis Gibson might probably still will make this team and why they'll keep more defensive ends because I think they want to do those hockey lineups. They want to keep guys fresh because you quickly get to those names where you're like, ugh. All right, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, my biggest weakness for this Bears team coming into the season right now is the depth. I think the one room you have depth in is the DB room, and that's where I feel the safest at, right? If we lose Jalen Johnson, I feel like you got two DBs on this team, young guys, rookies, and Terrell Smith and Tyreek Stevenson, who are going to be able to put their stamp on the league pretty quickly here, especially with the frontline help that they're going to have. Kyler Gordon's still in there. You know, I think that he's a guy that's going to be doing well in the slot. And I think that that's the room that you feel safest at. Brisker, Eddie Jackson, all of that. You look at that linebacker room, I told y'all, man, listen, you got four. And that middle linebacker position goes down all the time. Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, Noah Sewell, Jack Sanborn. Those are your guys. You lose Jack Sanborn, you got Noah Sewell. You lose TJ Edwards, you got DeMarcus Gates.
I will say this. We still have some cash available. Yeah, I know. We still have some cash available. You know, I'm not saying that we have the best guards out there on the market. You know, what's Justin? No. All right, maybe I'm reaching there. I'm reaching. Never mind. We'll leave that one alone. All right, clearly, I was about to reach
at this point.
I was about to really reach.
At this point, I think your team is what your team. And here's the thing: some of this we're just going to go into the season with, guys. Hit that like button. 64 people up in here. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page, man. But some of this we're just going into the season with. That's okay. Ryan Poles literally said we're going to add an edge rusher. We're going to, try our best to be competitive with all of that. And then at the end of it, he was like, "There's still going to be holes."
Yeah. Even with what we're talking about now, I have to give him credit where credit is due. He's put together a great team. He's put together a good team in a short amount of time, which was a great thing to do.
Great based on where we were at.
Yeah. So let's keep that into perspective. So I can't and he set the proper expectations. Like you said, he's already said that there were going to be some gaps there. And we were already concerned about the defense. He shared that up. Now it's one of those things where, the funny thing is you're only talking about our offensive line if someone gets hurt, which is a good probability. We understand that. But, at one point we were talking about our offensive line, period. There was no if someone got hurt. It was just as a whole, you trash. So at this point, it's a step ahead, and I love to see it.
No, 100%. And I think the main thing for me is this is me being overly concerned. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is me, right? Like, this is me being overly concerned, but it's also, this is the NFL. That's a real possibility. Yeah. It's a real possibility that guys get hurt in a collision sport. This ain't just contact. These must get in a car accident on every play. And you've got two guys on your line to me in Tevin Jenkins and in Cody Whitehair that are in question to me. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Cody Whitehair has been healthy most of his career. It wasn't last year. And that's I said this with Tevin when he got drafted and he had the back issues coming in. Them dudes is too big. And when I say too big, like they huge people. Like legit, like when you see these mugs up close, like by the way, I can't drop that news right now. Tune into the Chicago Bears podcast tomorrow. You'll see how large the difference is. Tune in tomorrow. But dog, like 6'7" is large.
It's a big dude.
Bro, like you think it's, and here's the thing, everybody has met people in their life that they think are 6'7". They're probably 6'3", 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
6'7" is like you looking at this dude like, hey, bro, that's not normal.
You definitely looking up. Like,
where you get that from? How did you like grow to that? So like Tevin Jenkins, Cody Whitehair, guys like that, they're too big to sustain injury and just come back perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do have concerns. Even right, our backup is Lucas Patrick. Alex Leatherwood, I guess I should be less concerned about him, except for the fact that my man's had mono. I thought we got rid of that. I thought mono and scurvy was in the same family. Like, don't you?
No, dog. It happens.
Who's catching mono? Like, what's up with it's only NFL players, bro. You never heard about this in basketball.
You
ain't heard one NBA player be like, hey, bro, I got mono today, bro. I ain't even think you still could catch that, bro. I thought mono was done with, bro. Like, stop playing with me, bro. You can't tell me you've met one person in your life that caught mono, bro.
Some of the comments still think the linebacker room is thin.
100%. I told y'all, you lose Jack Sanborn, you had Noah Sewell. Noah Sewell, I like Noah Sewell. I think he should be higher on this depth chart right now. I do. I like him because I've seen him out there. He's a rookie. There's a reason he's not. But I don't disagree with you. I do think that this linebacker room is thin. You've got your starters, and legit, right after that, you're going to DeMarcus Gates, Dylan Cole, Micah Bakersville, Buddy Johnson, and Keong Dang. The only Dang we acknowledge here in Chicago is Luol.
You know what? I'm not as concerned because Noah Sewell, we all feel is very capable. Dylan Cole is very capable. All right, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know who Dang is. Dylan
Cole's a nice, he's a rotational piece. Dylan Cole is a guy that is what he's on the depth chart for. You can slide him in there if you need to, but you don't want to.
Dang from 3. Hey man, this is the one thing I will say is overall we feel a lot better about this team now than we did previously, and I can't state that enough. I think there'll still be more changes. Like you mentioned, half these names are not going to be there. There's some people whose name I've never seen a day in my life. I don't know who this guy is at the end of this list. I hope he does well.
Hey, dog, it's wild, right? Because there's some times where you just at camp, when you see the double number, you just know one of them's not gonna make it.
That's crazy. You gotta feel some type of way about that.
Hey, bro, you see, we saw 37 special teams, 37 defense. I said, well, special teams probably ain't making it, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, like 37 special teams didn't make it.
About Andre Schmidt.
Yeah, Schmitz, or however you say that. Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah, he probably not gonna make it, dog.
Yeah, he did. He got cut today.
Man, he didn't make it, dog.
Rakim says, what team really walks around with more than 4 linebackers? Let's be real. No, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, do we have 4? I like Noah Sewell.
We got 4.
There's a difference, right? I like Noah Sewell. That doesn't mean that he's going to pan out. I've liked a lot of players. I like what I see from Noah Sewell. One of our top videos on the channel is Antonio Blakeney is exactly what the Chicago Bulls need. This man couldn't get on the court. Or not Antonio Blakeney. What was the little dude? I definitely didn't say that about Antonio Blakeney.
Are you talking about the Bulls?
Yeah. Devon Dotson. Yeah. Bro, I was like, I've liked.
He didn't even make the team.
Hey, bro, I thought Mitch year 2 was gonna be white Cam Newton.
He didn't.
That video really exists on this channel. I've gotten a lot better in my football evaluation over the years, by the way. That was a long. the fatter I've gotten, the better my football evaluation has gotten. That's what it is. That's how I'm basically.
I think it's just the more you've worked in the actual building, the better your evaluations have gotten.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing too, dog.
That's
Seeing
all it
these
is.
people in person is a whole different thing, man. It's a whole different thing. By the way, and y'all want to know how much of a whole different thing it is? I had to give credit to the punter because he kicked the ball the other day, and I swear he was standing there like the 15, and it landed like 2 feet in front of the goal line. And I was like, bro, I'll never agree with drafting a punter, but what did you just do? We drafted Trenton Gill. Hey, he kicked the mess out of that ball, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. We're gonna keep this thing moving along. Not much Bears news today, but there is NFL news that we want to jump into, man. So
here we go. Yeah, I like this.
Y'all for showing love. Now, Kid gets to get in his bag, man, because and this is the best part behind the scenes. Kid don't care about the last, and none of us care about the bottom of this depth chart. It's not just Kid. Nobody cares. And I know y'all think some of these players we got on here care. They be rocking and all